Hi, and welcome to Behind the Battle podcast with me, Porcelain Victoria.
And me, Emily Sin.
Yeah, and today, what are we going to talk about?
Pagan.
Yeah! Lovely, lovely pegging. So, yeah, we are going to talk about, the first stages of pegging?
Yeah, so in like a previous episode, we'd kind of covered like the kind of preparation, the lead up, like what, if it's something that you haven't tried before or something that you just want to
Explore
or be kind of more prepared for.
Yeah.
Like, first
Mhm.
episode kind of covers what to expect and the kind of run up to, and now we're going to cover like the actual act itself.
Ooh,
So,
wonderful.
Yeah.
Right, so what is step one?
Our first kind of topic to discuss is lube, because you
Ooh.
cannot do any kind of anal play,
Oh,
especially in the beginning, without using lube. And no, we do not mean spit
please do not use spit.
or baby oil
Oh god, yeah. Or lotion.
or lotion.
No, they're
Just
not.
because it can go on your skin doesn't mean it can go in you.
Well, like people use it to wank with and stuff.
Yeah, which, like, I feel like that's not going in you to the same extent.
Unless it's the pee hole.
But there's things that have been specifically designed to do these things, and because of that, they are the best things to use.
Exactly. Don't use Vaseline as well.
Yeah.
No. So there's a few different types of lube. We have water-based.
Yep.
We have silicone.
Yep.
And what else? What else is there?
So there's like, I feel like lube tends to get split into like just like original,
Uh-huh.
and then like anal, and I have like used water-based anal lube as well.
Yeah.
Because like traditionally that was the kind of difference. Like water-based was for like vaginal, and then silicone-based was for anal. But obviously, silicone-based lubes you should not use with silicone toys.
Mm-hmm.
So it was quite limiting in terms of like anal toys. If people were using silicone lube, silicone breaks down silicone, so it's going to waste your toys eventually. Meaning I think there was in a market for like water-based anal lube.
Mm-hmm.
Which is now a thing.
Well, yeah, that does actually remind me. You can get like fisting creams and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Are they like numbing? Because there's like ones
that like can numb, and some are like peppermint and stuff.
Yeah. So there's like sensory ones. There's like flavored ones.
Exact chocolate, strawberry, all that stuff. Yeah. What else? Yeah, because I remember that I got some like clear fisting lube, and like I got some non-clear fisting lube as well, like cream.
Oh yeah.
And like it's okay, it's not too bad.
Well, is there a difference between that and like normal anal lube? Because I feel like
it literally is cream.
Right, so it's like thick.
Yeah, it's much more thicker,
so
and
it lasts longer.
Yeah, and like if you put it upside down, it's not gonna like plop down or like.
So it's not very
gooey.
Viscous.
Oh, that's a word. That's a real good word. Yes. So like
it's more gloopy rather than like wetter.
More like solid.
That's what I mean. Like gloopy, like wallpaper paste. Like that's quite gloopy.
Yeah.
Rather than runny. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think the main thing between like traditional lube and anal lube is that like anuses aren't self-lubricating.
Very true.
So like the only lubricant in there is going to be what you put in there.
Yep.
And therefore it's designed to last longer.
Mm-hmm.
And like not go like sticky.
Oh god, the lubes which I've used, because obviously I do it professionally, so like every other day usually I have a client, and so like I've gone through a lot of lube.
Yeah. You buying it in like the big barrels?
I've got it in bulk. I do. So
Costco lube.
So like right now I'm using liquid silk.
Yeah.
And I don't know what base that is. But it's really good.
Yeah.
It's a bit expensive.
Yeah.
But it's really, really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very worth it. Doesn't get sticky or anything like that.
Yeah.
Sadly not sponsored, but it is really, really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoy liquid silk.
Yeah, it's something that I'm wanting to get into the shop at some point, because like it is good. It is good.
I know in a few shops you can buy it by like the gallon and stuff, and I'm like,
Wish list.
I know, right? It's good. But it definitely is important to like figure out what lube you like, and I wouldn't say don't cheap out, because lube is like something which helps with the moment and the scene and things like that.
Yeah.
Because you don't want your partner to like get all sticky, or you in general just be
unless
all
that's your thing.
Yeah. Because I know that somebody a few people make their own lube.
Yeah.
And they make it really sticky and
I've
stringy.
seen the ones now where you buy the bottle and it's just got like powder, or it's got like lumps in the bottom, and you like pre-mix it, and you can put in as much water as you want and like get the like texture you like, basically.
Yeah. I used to have a sub who he made his own lube, but it was like stringy and stuff, but it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for anal, if you're not using toys, silicone based I think is better. Just because like water dries out quicker, like it evaporates with the heat and the friction and stuff a lot quicker than silicone does, which is why traditional anal lube is silicone based, because it lasts longer. You don't need to reapply it as often.
Do you think with water based compared to silicone it's like smoother?
So I've been using water-based everything for years at this point, just because like I use toys quite a lot, so like it saved picking up the wrong bottle in the moment and potentially wasting things. So like I have kind of forgotten what silicone lube feels like, to be totally honest.
What is liquid silk?
I'll check for you.
What is it? I can't remember.
They'll probably have like, I would imagine it'll be silicone just because of the texture, because I feel like it's smoother, but because our one's quite sticky, but it takes a while to get sticky, so I don't mind it so much, and I would rather not waste my toys. So, like, the majority of lubes tend to be water-based because condoms are made of silicone, and if you're using silicone-based lube, it can damage the condom. So the majority of lube is water-based, and then it tends to only be, if it says it's anal lube, then it tends to be silicone-based, because like I think because the area's not getting wet. Like I think water-based like mixes, I don't know the science, but I know that silicone stays wet longer traditionally. But things are improving all the time, and this is why you now get water-based anal lube.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know if it's as good personally. Like I find that like I need to like use more of it. Yeah. But I tend to be using toys, so yeah.
Oh, fair. What is the next one?
So positions.
Oh yes, I know that one. So whenever I see like a newbie or something like that, I explain to them that the best position is on all fours. Yeah. Because there is no pressure on your back or anything like that. And so it's nice and easy. It's like if you're giving birth and you're on your back, there is like a lot of pressure there. So it's harder. Yeah. And it's the exact same with anal.
Yeah. Everything's more relaxed in that position to begin with.
In doggy, yeah. Yeah. Because people do feel a difference. Absolutely. The amount of times that somebody has said, "Oh, could we go from doggy to like
on their back,
on their back?" And then I slide it in, and they're like, "Oh, I can feel this a lot more now." And I'm like, "Yeah,
because everything's in a different position."
Exactly, and there's a lot more pressure. And it can just feel so much more in a good or bad way.
Yeah, because everybody's different in it. Yeah,
exactly.
How do you find height differences?
Oh, that's difficult. That is difficult. Then
got to get the books out.
Yeah, and that is god, because like some people like the position where they're just laying flat on their stomach. Yeah. And I find that quite hard because...
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like I've got to like do my abs. Yeah. Like proper get right in there. And like my thighs.
Of course, because you're kind of like grinding at that point. Like there's more friction because you're not just like in the air moving.
Exactly. Exactly. And then you've got to like stabilize yourself. Yeah. And it's like doing squats, but like further to the freaking ground, basically.
And at a weird angle.
Exactly, yeah. But I've kept that up for like a record, like half an hour. Very proud of myself. It's oh god, I don't really like the position, but I understand that it feels good for some people.
And if there is a height difference, that kind of negates that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've shagged people in the ass in many different positions, like hanging off of the bed, one leg up, one leg down.
Yeah.
Both legs on the floor.
See, I've not got my accuracy done yet because I feel like people don't talk about this, or I had never heard it before. Because of course, like if you're a lassie and you are just having like straight P&V sex and you're on top, or just generally you're doing a different movement than you are when you're doing pegging.
Absolutely. Like the cock as well isn't really situated at the like top.
Yeah.
It's more like where like the clit is. In like at least my straps.
It just depends, I think, as well, like how
I have to strap mine on proper tight.
Yeah.
And then position it with my hand into the ass.
Yeah.
And then go from there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's usually fine.
So do you have yours like quite far down then?
Yeah, because of tightening it and stuff, that's just where it ends up.
Yeah.
Like I wish it was a bit higher up. Oh, if you are using a strap, then wear underwear, because like it hurts when you don't wear underwear with it. Like wear something padded, like underwear or something.
Aye, because like when I've used one, it's been more like right, like in the like more on like my pubic bone.
Yeah.
And like that can hurt after a while, especially if it's like a big boy. Like,
exactly,
because it's like. It's quite a big base to be like, I know if you're fucking pubic bones.
Exactly. So, and if if you want to go really hard with it, then depend on the dildo as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like
then it's gonna hurt and it's gonna hit the pubic bone.
Yeah.
And the strap that goes underneath, if you do have a vagina, then that can just make it like rub as well. So definitely have some underwear on of sorts or something.
See, for like if a guy or like someone with a penis is wearing a strap on, does it have to sit a different place? Because does their dick not get in the way? Like, does it have to sit like further up? Do you know what I mean?
I would say
like if they get hard,
further up, but there are straps that are sheaths as well.
Yeah, that you can put it inside and then
I would
tuck it
I
out
would
the way.
say do that honestly, unless you're gonna attempt DP, double penetration.
Yeah. But you get shafts that have that as well.
I would put a shaft on honestly, because I feel like having. I'm not a penis owner, so I don't quite know, but I feel like if you had. It's hard enough to do double penetration as it is. When you have just two penises going inside of you.
Yeah.
And then if you were to add like a penis on top of a penis,
that's just like rogue because they like the feeling's no there to like
control it.
Yeah.
And I feel that would, especially if the guy was shaved as well, that would rub.
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah.
Which isn't good. We don't want no rubbing or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be hard
maybe
to control.
Caged would work. To just keep it.
If it was tiny, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it would need to not get in the way.
It would be. I feel like it could get in the way. Cool. I wasn't sure if that was something that you'd done in sessions before. Like if someone wants to be like.
I usually use their face.
Like a dildo gag or something. Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Because it's just more
easier,
accurate, and that I can do whatever I want with it in that way.
Yeah. And then they're getting like the view.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I've like been on top and had the guy wear a strap on, but I'm still in control.
Yeah.
In that sense.
I got a new toy a little while ago.
Ooh.
This is like a little segue away because it's not pegging, but it's basically like a grind pad that has a hole in it for like the dick to go through.
Ooh.
It's good. It's fun. Because then you can like grind on the grind pad, but like still get the penetration.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I'm getting it in the shops and
that sounds so good.
Yeah.
No, that I'll need to get that.
Yeah, it's got like the holes for straps as well, so you can like put it on your thigh, or like it's still functional in the same way other ones are, but it's just got this extra.
It's multifunctional. That's really good. I don't know really if I've seen.
I've never seen one before. Seen it and was like, I'm fucking buying that, and I've used it a couple of times. It's good.
Nice. Oh, that's not, I'm jealous now. Because that would really work for me.
Yeah,
that really would. Because penetration is good.
Yeah.
So like that. That sounds like a very nice toy.
Yeah.
Sanctuary of Sin.
Yeah. They will be coming very soon.
Yeah.
And then will you? No. What?
Oh yeah.
Then you will. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That was so cheesy, and I fucked it up and just made it so much worse.
It was too cheesy where it was like, really? Yeah,
my brain went, no, not a chance of you saying that. Just gonna embarrass you instead. So yeah. Cool. So positions kind of leads us a wee bit into the next one, which is like P-spot. Not that that's everybody's goal, but
it's the prostate.
Yeah. So basically, like women or vagina owners. I need to. Yeah. Vagina owners have like the G-spot inside, which I feel like some people have and some don't. It's one of these where like. It works different for different people.
Sometimes you need to find it as well.
Yeah.
But also some vagina owners haven't experienced like orgasms and like coming and things like that before.
The majority of vagina owners don't like orgasm feel like internal penetration alone.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure it's like 60% odd. Like it's quite So like
I do with penetration. It's the outside stuff.
Yeah. See,
that doesn't do it for
like
me.
the opposite, but like anything with my G-spot, I'm squirting. Like I don't like. I feel like it's no. I described this hilariously the other day. I was speaking to somebody, and I was like, I feel the build up.
Yeah.
But it feels like I need to like the way the analogy I used was like as if you were going to cough, but then you sneeze. Like I never like I get the build up, but then it like changes direction. Like it never goes that way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, I get the build up.
Yeah.
When oral and stuff, but it just doesn't feel like it's good enough.
Yeah. It doesn't like tip you over the edge.
Exactly. Yeah. Like it feels really, really good. But I'm not gonna come really with that like
see that's what I'm like with just penetration on its own. Like I need like some clit stuff or it's just not going to happen. I'll get the build up. I tell a lie. I have once, and it's one of them where I'm like, I'm no sure, and then I'm like, if I'm no sure, it probably was now. But it's the closest I've like came to it. But that was with like a lot of foreplay. So like multiple hours. Like it was like it was a lot of work to get there, and it would be good if that was the case. If that was what happened, but I'm really not sure.
Yeah, it's like my wand is my best friend, my lovely Doxy. Oh, I thought it nearly died on me the other night.
Oh
my god! It went from like top speed to like low speed, and then it went back to top, and I was like, oh yes, we're back. I was like, please don't die on me, because I've got like 2 in the corner. Oh, I've forgotten to give them to my sub. I was gonna give them to my sub to see if he could fix.
Yeah,
because I've got 2 which just broke. Yeah, I think 2, maybe 3, which just broke on me. I just didn't return them. Doxy's amazing with their customer service. It's just that I have ADHD, and like I just never got back to them and actually sent them the stuff to repair and things.
Yep.
I did send one of them back, and they did give me a new one.
Oh, decent.
They're really, really good. But yeah, no. Oh, the Doxy, because like I squirt occasionally.
Yeah.
It depends on the movement and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Prostate. Ooh.
Yeah. So the prostate is the penis owner version of the G-spot, but is located inside the ass.
Yep.
What I've heard it described as like two knuckles in, like of fingers, to like the belly button side. That's what I've heard. But I feel like it's different on different people.
Different on different people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, I would say that I've put my fingers in and like knuckle deep. No, there. I've felt it very clearly.
Yeah.
Because it's more pronounced when they have a boner.
Yeah.
So you can actually feel it more.
Do you want to describe what you're kind of feeling for?
I should hope this is the prostate. This is where I just absolutely get wrong. So, for me, when I go in, it's like a lump.
Yeah.
And
like on like the wall.
Yeah, on like the bottom part.
Yeah. If they're bent over, so like it's towards like the stomach side.
So with me, the majority of me playing with the prostate will happen like on all fours.
Yeah.
Because I can clearly get to it. And
you see what you're working with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then when it's flipped over, then yes, it's up. And then you go, pew, 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 and then they go, I need to pee, and like all that stuff.
Yeah. Because the prostate is like linked with the bladder, which is like, I think why the advice is having a full bladder can make it easier.
Oh, really?
For like P-spot stimulation. Yeah.
Oh,
because it basically like I think it's just behind it. It's the same with vagina owners as well, where I think this is why this is like, it's fair to say this is like the like biological male and female like versions of each other, because they work in much the same way.
Yeah.
And having a full bladder like kind of puts pressure behind, so it like makes it more sensitive to.
For being a vagina owner, I can.
Yeah.
Oh,
risky pissing yourselves worth it. Like,
yeah. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. No, that's what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
It's like a lump.
Yeah.
And that lump can be different sizes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Which bears in mind, always go for a prostate exam.
Yeah.
Always. No matter what. If you're embarrassed, tough shit. Go do it. It's very, very important.
Yeah.
I've had a few clients where like I've told them to like go to get a prostate exam and things like that.
Because there's been like a change or something.
Yeah. Where I've went, ooh, just double check that.
Yeah.
Just double check.
Yeah.
And sometimes you might not even find the prostate as well. In general, there's been some assholes that I've been digging in, and it's just been like, where is it? Where is it? I'm gonna press down on everything. Where is it?
Yeah.
Like, so like, it's okay.
Yeah. Everybody's anatomy is slightly different, so this is why I was saying about like roughly that's where it'll be, because again, it depends on the person.
Exactly.
But through that you can achieve P-spot orgasms, which again doesn't need to be the goal in pegging. It doesn't even need to be something that you're thinking about, but it's something that some people, that's their goal. That's the aim.
Absolutely.
And this is why it was kind of linked to positions, because like obviously the aim is to like be, what I've read online is like pointing the dildo or fingers or toy or whatever you're using like towards the belly button.
Yeah.
Is like the angle that you're trying to achieve.
Is it, in what position exactly is this
doggy? Any position.
Any position towards the belly button
is like the angle. But again, it's going to depend on the person, because
why do we have curved dicks then?
Because it curves up and in.
Up and in.
So like,
but that's if the G-spot is like right near the asshole opening in a way.
Yeah.
You can get some right long curvy dicks.
Yeah, but like, so if you look at like an anatomy diagram, like folks' dicks like come round and under. And like then they like kind of slope up and in that like the ass.
Right.
Like internally, which is why the P-spot works.
Oh.
So like, but that full section will be able to get stimulated. It's just that one wee bit. It's like how like general vaginal penetration feels nice, because it's the same. But there's that one wee special spot.
Oh yes,
that's just extra good.
Yeah.
And like anal is the same for guys, or like for penis owners, where there's like a whole like section that can achieve like sensation.
Yeah.
But then there's just like that one wee special button in there that's just like, oh, fuck yeah.
Interesting. That's good. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. It does.
So this is why I was saying again, like, not everybody's goal is to hit the P spot. So like, there's loads of different types of sensations that you can get through like anal play that different toys would achieve, out with just trying to achieve like P spot, a P spot orgasm or stimulation or whatever.
Yeah, and don't be upset if you like can't find the prostate or anything like that, or you can't have like a prostate orgasm.
It takes time. It's one of these things where like it's new, it's different. Like one of the things I feel like reading online, like penis owners tend to like masturbate the same way all the time.
Yeah.
So they're no used to like being outside their comfort zone when they're coming, and that can be like a wee mental like roadblock to actually achieving that. Which is why taking that out the equation can sometimes mean it happens accidentally, because they're not thinking about it and focusing on it and getting in their head and like putting too much pressure on the situation.
Yeah. Interesting. Huh. The more you know.
Yeah. Like, apparently, we should have spoke about this in the preparation thing, but I totally forgot about it, was like, if you're a penis owner and that is your goal, starting off by trying to masturbate in different ways and sitting in different positions to get you used to actually achieving orgasm, not in the same way every time and getting stuck in almost like a rut with it.
Yeah.
Where you can only come doing that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because, I mean, the amount of times that, like, I've played with myself or whatnot and, like, tried to do different things to, like, proper orgasm and stuff, you should absolutely play around.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Totally. It just expands your horizons a bit.
Exactly.
And it'll make it a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, foreplay as well.
Yeah.
And, like, gearing up to it, like, that matters as well, definitely.
Getting comfortable, relaxing.
Yeah.
Like,
I've been told I'm relaxing with fingers in someone.
Yeah. I feel like this is a thing that, like, vagina owners have had to do, like, naturally almost. Where, like, I don't feel like orgasming, especially with a partner, like, comes naturally to a lot of people. Like, it's something that they need to kind of work on a bit, potentially.
In what way? Sorry.
So, like, if you take, like, penis owners, traditionally, like, the kind of stereotype is that, like, they can come in, like, 5 seconds.
Oh, you've seen it.
Yeah, I have seen it.
We've seen it and
like,
we've heard it.
It's easy, it's quick, it's low effort, they don't tend to explore themselves, they don't set the mood, they don't do, like, foreplay for themselves. It's just this, like... Traditionally, like, it's just, I need needs met, boom, done.
Boom. Yeah, that's it.
So I think when, like, they then move on to try an anal, and there is more of this build-up needed, and there is more of this exploration needed, and this relaxation, and, like, all the things that I feel like vagina owners traditionally tend to have had to do that to get to a place where they're comfortable.
I understand. And to actually do it.
Yeah, like, it's second nature at that point, where it's not, like, them having to learn a whole new set of rules, essentially, to be able to, like, achieve it, and people get frustrated because they're used to just one pop and done.
Yeah. Whereas this, like, when it's like when somebody comes to see me, it's like I can light a candle. I can...
You set the mood.
Yeah, the lights can change colour.
Yeah.
And, like, my hands, my nails are going up and down you and things. And, like, I'll talk you through it, like, especially if it's, like, your first time or something like that. And I will happily explain to you what is going on. And... yeah, I think traditionally with some people it is just one and done, and like with me, especially with like my upbringing and stuff, I had to figure out how to do certain things and like what actually was nice and what did I personally enjoy, and like, is it good when I hold my breath? Is it good when I don't hold my breath?
Yeah.
Because I did try it the other night, actually not holding my breath. And it was so much more fucking difficult. I found it so difficult.
You get stuck in habits with things. And it's quite hard to, like, try and break out of that.
Because I usually hold my breath when, like, I'm about to come on things.
Yeah. See, that's, like, I've never done that. And I'm not like, I just, like...
But that's
I
like
might
how
try that and see how that changes things. Do you know what I mean? Because it's good to just like
yeah,
explore.
like it's good to breathe too.
Yeah.
Because like I was trying it and like breathing like while you're in that moment as well, trying to not breathe rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
Because like when I stop breathing, then then I feel the like rush
Yeah.
and like of like, oh, I'm gonna orgasm, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it. But then when like I was breathing,
Yeah.
and every time I took a breath, it would
Mhm.
like go back down, but I would
Yeah.
feel it go up and then go back
So
down.
you're like edging yourself basically. Yeah.
Fucking hate that. But it was still good. It was
Yeah.
still a really good orgasm at the end of it. Like I didn't hold my breath. It was really good.
Yeah, good job.
I know, right? Like every little thing can change.
Yeah.
And like say for instance you saw a professional and it didn't go the way you planned at the start because maybe you were too nervous or
Yeah.
it was too different.
Mm-hmm.
Do not worry.
That's totally normal.
Exactly.
It's totally normal.
Yeah, exactly. Because as we always say in other episodes, like you're a lifestyler and I'm a lifestyler as well, but I do it professionally, which it sounds so stupid in a way. So like I'm used to seeing people who I've never met before and then fingers in the asshole and things.
Yeah.
And sometimes people can't come. Whereas I feel like with a lifestyle, it's a lot more getting to know the person and a
Yeah.
lot more closer. So like
You've got like you've got a level of comfort there already
yeah.
that you're not having to like try and create
Yeah.
within a limited amount of
At
time.
a time, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So like, yeah, do not worry at all whether you're with somebody like a partner or somebody like you've met on like a one night
Or on
stand
your
or
own as
something.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In any situation, don't worry. Like, it's not like major.
Yeah.
Like it's
As
human.
as like a human, yeah, as humans we don't really like new things.
Yep.
Like I
Fuck
think it
that.
is highly unlikely that many people have managed a P-spot orgasm on their first attempt.
Yeah.
I think it's highly unlikely people have managed it on their fifth attempt. It's one of these things where, like, it's hard enough as is, but I think for penis owners and, like, a bit, not for everybody, but a bit from what we spoke about, I think that does tend to make it more difficult because there is a lot more prep goes into
Yeah.
it than what
A
they're
lot more,
used to.
yeah. And if like I feel like certainly with me, if you come see a professional, there will be talk.
Yeah.
It won't just be like, oh, lay down and like sexy and stuff. It'll be, I'm going to insert 2 fingers inside of you. If it hurt, well, even
Breathe out.
yeah, exactly. Just I always say that as well. If you take deep breaths, it will like calm you down, calm your heart rate down, and because for me, when like fingers go in, it's like the ring of fire, and like it can be a lot. It feels like a lot in like the first few minutes.
Yeah.
So like
Until
breaths,
you relax.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Deep breaths. So it relaxes your asshole because when you breathe in, your asshole goes like that, and then when you breathe out, it relaxes. And I love it. I'll genuinely love it when I have people who I see and I tell them all this and they're like, wow. Like they didn't know and stuff. I'm like, that's the joy that I get from my work as well. Where it's just teaching people new things and like how to work through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The joys.
So does that tend to be an aim in your sessions? Is that something that people come in and they're like, I want to achieve this? Or is it more like they just want fucked in the ass?
They want to try it.
Yeah.
And they want to see if they enjoy it.
Yeah.
I feel like more and more people, especially the younger generations, are wanting to explore. And it's more open and it's more, what's the word? there's like more freedom and not as much judgment as there was back in the day.
Totally.
So I'll just get people, like, because I do like specialise in like newbies and stuff. I like to say.
Yeah.
Even though like I do leather and latex and stuff like that, I do specialise in having newbies brought into BDSM and like just strap on because they just want to try it.
They just want to try it. Yeah.
Yeah. I do get the odd guy who's like, fist me. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
That's another episode.
Yeah. And like, I do get like experienced people who do want to achieve something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always great when I'm in a session with somebody and they're just like, oh yeah, I want to achieve like 2 fingers or like actually having a penis, like a dildo in there. And it's like, yeah, nice.
Yeah, we can do this. We can do this.
Exactly.
Cool.
And like, again, don't feel any pressure that like you need to achieve something.
Yeah.
Because it's happened before where I've put in like 2 fingers and they've went, that's enough.
Yeah.
Like, it can...
Which is plenty when you're starting out.
Exactly. Like, even if like you've got like, I know I've seen people with like Crohn's and stuff.
Yeah.
And like...
Or like IBS and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, where like their stomach is just not having it that day.
Yeah.
Even if they are like seasoned. Like, don't feel sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a human body.
Exactly.
We're not in control of all its processes.
Yeah.
Cool. Dildo variation.
Oh.
Because I feel like there's very much, not always, but there can be a distinction between vaginal toys and anal toys in terms of shape and kind of curvature, which we were kind of speaking about a bit earlier.
Yeah.
And firmness, I would say, as well.
Yeah.
Is definitely...
I wouldn't say anything too hard in the ass.
Yeah, keeping it a wriggly boy.
Yeah, keeping it nice and soft to medium.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go hard.
Yeah.
Because depending on the length, it's just gonna hurt.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt your anus.
Yeah.
And it's gonna hurt the inside.
Yeah, the skin's quite sensitive in there, and it can tear quite easily. Easier than you would expect.
Exactly.
I would say.
You're not like trying to tear down the walls or anything like that. It's like when we were talking about pegging, part 2, I want to say.
Yeah.
That I had somebody come in and the cock was like an easy 12 inches and it was solid.
Yeah.
And like he wanted to attempt to get it all, and I was like, mate, it's 12 inches at least.
Yeah.
And it was solid. That's gonna hurt you, and it did.
Yeah.
Because he thought he could take it all, and I was like, no, mate, it's like
anatomically, like there's a section
happen.
That's a certain space, and then it curves after that.
Yeah. And if it's too hard, it's not going to do that.
Like you need something that's going to move with the curve. Like it can change the curve because rearranging your insides, like rearranging your guts, is a thing that can happen.
Yeah.
But you do not want to be doing that with something that's solid.
Oh.
It needs to be pliable
so,
to match its destination,
exactly.
basically.
So you can get anal training toys.
Yeah.
In the ways of lengthy boys.
Yeah.
If you were to go have a look at my profile, on any of my profiles, I'm sure we might, if I can attempt it, I'll put it up on the blog. on something.
Yeah.
A picture of different toys, which like I have and you have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can go look at Sanctuary of Sin. You've got many toys there.
Yeah.
But with mine, I think I've got. You don't have lengthy boys.
Not really. Not yet.
Whereas I've got lengthy boys of like different sizes and different types. So like I've got tentacles, and I've got veiny ones.
By lengthy, you mean like arm length?
Arm length.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna go like in your colons.
Yeah, it's gonna twist round. And
I've literally got a snake dildo called a colon snake.
Yeah.
Like, it's adorable.
But it's so wiggly. Like, it's...
yeah.
It's soft. It's not medium. Like...
Exactly.
You can tie it in a knot.
Yeah. Absolutely. And, like, it doesn't have to be thin. It can be girthy and stuff like that. The ones which I have I very much approve of. So like it starts off small at the top and then it gets gradually bigger and bigger, and it's soft enough to go through everything, through like the lovely valves and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely nothing hard, and something that's able to be flexible and move about.
Again, like, people can do what they want, but
protect your ass.
It's probably going to hurt, and you're probably going to have a bad time.
Exactly. You can get ones that go up. I'm not really that much of a fan of them, really.
Yeah. It's not something I've used. I don't get the point in it, but like, how do you move it? Like, is it just
feels like it's grating on something. I don't really like it.
Like, then it's not got like like, you're not going to lose it in there, but do you know what I mean? Like, it's not. I feel like with like dildos, they've got like the end to them. Like, you know where you're at with it. But like, when it's like the snake, for example, like,
you don't know where it's going and stuff.
I just feel like it's that soft that like you're gonna have to like stuff it in. Do you know what I mean?
The snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aye. Yeah. And then like pulling it in and out, it's not going to be like easy. Like, it's not about that thing. The snake. It's just to put. No, totally. Oh, okay. I'm talking about the snake. Like,
I'm talking about like the curvy dildos.
Right, sorry. What were you saying? Because I feel like I've got
the snake has a handle at the end of it as well.
Right, cool. That makes total
sense. You can't really control it.
You can't really like pull it in and out because it's going to like squeege.
You can.
You can a bit.
Yeah. You just have to like redirect it and stuff. Yeah. But there's that much of the snake that like it'll find its way.
Yeah. It's gonna go exploring.
That is another thing actually. Make sure the base of the toy is bigger than any other part of the toy, really.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will get lost in your asshole.
Yeah, having something that like comes down and then has like the thinner part and then it's the same size isn't great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like you're making way for something that's big.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna have the base the same size of the size that you've just accomplished to fit in your ass?
Yeah.
No. It's just gonna get engulfed at some point.
Unless you're not putting the full thing in. If it's tapered. Do you know what I mean? So like, if it starts small and then gets big, if you're only putting the first half in, then it's kind of fine. At the base.
Oh, yeah. Just don't sit down on it.
Yeah. It's gone.
But yeah, you can get the snakes and the anal trainers.
Yeah.
Which are really good because it does open your asshole. If you do want to train it and things. Mm-hmm. And you can get small ones, large ones, all sorts.
Yeah.
What else? What other toys are there?
So we've got one that's like metal and it's double-ended and it's a kind of like almost like a rainbow shape, but like more. I don't know how to describe what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Like, it's not really rounded; it's like more flat. Oh. Like, it's just a little curve rather than like a big U-shaped curve.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of similar to like the Enjoy one, if you've ever came across that. They are so expensive. They're like 120 quid. But this one was like kind of similar, but like obviously not as expensive.
Yeah.
And like we've used it a lot because it's basically shaped to hit the T-spot.
Yeah.
So that like it's got like a ball on the end, like a thicker part, almost like an anal hook kind of style.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But like you can put it in and it like curves round and up, and like we've had some pretty good reviews of that.
Oh, interesting.
And like I think that's the closest we've came.
Oh.
As using one of them.
Wait, is it this but 2 balls on the end?
2 balls on the end. Yeah.
I know exactly what that is.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So there's a lot of like P-spot specifically shaped toys out with dildos as well. Because like we've got as well, there's like love ends do like a P-spot one as well. That's like a remote activated toy. Right. That's again it's got like, this is so hard to describe when I know that people can't see what I'm doing. It's got like a flat part and then like an insertable coming off one side of that, and the flat part basically sits like almost underneath the balls, and touches onto the like because I was going to say taint there. That's so American. What do we call that part?
I just call it a taint.
We'll go with taint because I kind of think on it. The valley between the balls and the asshole. But like it vibrates as well, so it's getting like the kind of internal penis part from the outside, and then the P spot from the inside. Like it curves round, and then it's remote controllable as well.
What I love to do?
That's pretty good.
Is put the wand on the prostate.
Yeah.
That hits them. That goes woo. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I didn't know you could do that, did you? I love that. I love that reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. So there's lots of toys in that region as well, out with just dildos that like just look up P-spot like sex toys and you'll get a whole host of loads of different things, but all of them have that curved shape for the most part.
Just make sure they're not too hard.
Yeah. Aye. Like the metal one's obviously solid, but you're not putting that really far in, like you're literally it's shaped to just go in the two knuckles essentially.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I recommend it. And it's in my shop if you want one.
I've never explored that. Just using one of those toys.
Plus because it's metal, you can do a lot of sensations with it. Like you can put it in the fridge, you can like pour warm water over it and heat it up.
Hear that? Fridge, not freezer.
Not freezer. Definitely not. Do not put metal things in the freezer. They will hurt. They will do damage.
It really will.
Like even just running it under cold water might even be better than the fridge. But when I put it in the fridge, it's been for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I'm such a dick. It's great. It's like, cool. So we've kind of spoke about the anal side in terms of like harnesses and stuff. Have you got?
Oh Lord!
Is there a lot of variants? Like I've only ever had 2.
There's a lot of variants.
And the second one I got was made of like foam.
Foam?
Yeah, like it's like foam. Like pads, and I find that really comfortable.
I was about to say foam sounds really comfortable.
Like rather than it just being like material, like it gives enough. Like it's thin foam. It's not like padded or that, but like it gives enough.
Memory foam.
Memory foam. I feel because I feel like it would go into it. Like it would. I feel like you would lose a bit of control there for that maybe. But I feel like that takes the hit off a bit.
There's harnesses that can go on your thigh.
Yeah.
Ones that can go on your boot as well, which is really interesting. It's just a strap.
In your boot?
On the boot.
Oh, so yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah, that's cool.
I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's one of my favourite harnesses.
Oh, that's pretty. So there's maybe leather.
Yeah, so I have a Aslan harness. Amazing. It's one of my favourites. And I have like the cherry red one, and it's so nice. I have that one. I have the dildo gags.
Yeah.
But the one where it's on the opposite end, so like I can bounce up and down on it and stuff while it's in your mouth.
Yeah.
And like on your mouth and things like that. But yeah, you can get loads. You can get ones for like that strap to your thighs and the crotch area as well.
Have you ever tried the pants? Because I had a look at them and I was like, I feel like they would move a bit too much. Like it feels like the fabric would like move because it's not like. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like with the pants, I just looked ridiculous, especially because I do it professionally.
They're not like sexy.
No,
they need to
boxers.
Be big to hold the weight, basically.
Yeah. I did have a pair, and I do have a pair. I've got a pair for the trembler, milking machine. That's the holding the actual thing. But I have had one back in the day. I'm sure I could find a picture on my adult work or something like that with me wearing it with a penis in it. It's okay, but it's not that stable. Yeah,
that was my worry, which is why I never like explored that. Like I seen them and I was like, that might be comfier.
Yeah.
Because the first, like I obviously I never had like leather strap on harnesses or that. I just had like cheap like fucking nylon ones or whatever. And the first set I had, I just really didn't find it comfortable at all. So I was like trying to explore to see what else there was.
Yeah, you've got one ring, and that is sewed in usually to like the boxes.
Yeah,
and like
you need multiple sizes if you're working with different.
Exactly. Yeah. And like
to be able to keep things steady. Like the ones that I've got, which is the ones that I sell in my shop as well. I'm not going to keep plugging, but everything. It's fine. It's fine. Like they just have like clips around the ring so you can change it out, which is perfect. Like because you need the range of sizes.
Exactly. Yeah.
So especially if you're starting out and like wanting to move up, because if you're starting with smaller things, a big ring, it's just going to move about too much. Like.
And sometimes, that's it. Some dildos don't come with a base.
Yeah.
So another favourite of mine, because it has lovely foam padding at the back, is Doc Johnson. You can get one which is like the vacuum lock.
Yeah. What comes with like the fucking machines and stuff.
Yeah. With like the attachment. I really enjoy that because the cock ain't going nowhere. Yeah. It's stuck. It's vacuum sealed on. Yeah. And it's just not going anywhere. It's beautiful. You don't need a ring or anything like that.
I'm going to try and find it because what I want is see how the fuck machine's got like just the base for like the suction to go onto. Something like that can fit in a strap-on harness so that you can do the suction base. I know that you would then need to be more careful because the chance of it coming off. But like,
would that hurt though? Would that hurt the bone?
Because it's a big. I think that it would need to have like a lot of padding and stuff on it. But
that's an invention for another day.
Yeah. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere, but it was for one of the thigh ones, which obviously you wouldn't have that problem because the person would then be moving on you most likely, rather than you moving like your thigh. Yeah. So, but you could do that and then have them go on top, I guess.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
It would just maybe limit the positions that you could do, but
it's something.
So a lot of dildo variations, a lot of just general toy variations, if that's something that you want to explore before you get into pegging.
Watch the glass toys as well, because some of the glass toys don't actually have a freaking base. I don't understand why they don't have a base.
I think it's because they're made of glass, and having like, if you have a bit that's thinner, that's going to be like then the most vulnerable part because of how glass works. Like then. Like a wine glass, if they snap, that's I think that's why they don't, because I think it would potentially then that's its weakest point, and that's nowhere you want it to smash. So
God,
moving swiftly on. What else have we got? So double-ended is something that I've come across where there's like basically a part that goes in your vagina. Yeah. And then comes out and round and is like a dildo.
I found those too uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like the majority of the time, the ones which I've had are too fucking hard.
Yeah.
Or like they just haven't hit the position.
Yeah. I'm a selfish cunt because I was like, when we first started, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get one of these because it obviously vibrates as well.
Yeah.
So it means that like you're getting pleasure out of it too.
Absolutely.
But I don't know how good they are in terms of like hygiene. Wasn't something that I thought about until the first time I used one, and I'm like, this is like a clear channel. It's not very great. The way that they work as well is like you change the angle that like the dildo part is it, so it like clicks up and down further towards the insertable part.
Usually,
in a way. Or the one that I had did, and the ones that I've seen mostly have that, so that you can get it positioned inside you and like at the angle that you want. The problem with that is, as soon as you start moving, it's clicking and moving away because it's not like you can't lock it in place. So like, they're just a bit fiddly. I feel like they're more for like two vagina owners to use rather than it being like a vagina to ass situation because that's It was one of them when I thought about it afterwards, and I was like, yeah, that's probably not
sanitary.
Yeah, just didn't think about it at the time because I'm a horny bastard, and it came and I was excited and was like, yeah, and then it was just a bit of a disappointment, to be honest. I would not recommend.
Yeah, the times which I've used it, it's just too hard.
Just get a bullet vibrator that you can put in your fucking strap-on harness.
Yeah, you can get dildos where you can put in a bullet vibrator.
You get strap-on harnesses that have a little pocket in them to put a bullet vibrator in as well.
Nice.
So that it sits like on your clip.
Yeah.
Or ones that have an insertable built into them I've seen as well.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
It would really anchor it. I feel like that could hurt you, you know, if it was quite solid, and then if the harness was like moving.
Mm-hmm. Potentially.
But if you get it really strapped on tight, you might be fine. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I take it that's not something you've explored with.
I mean, yeah, but it's been fine.
Yeah.
The majority of the time where like I have had to try the bullet in something, it's good, it's okay.
Oh, sorry, I meant like the double-ended dildo thing.
Oh, yeah, sure. Like,
Oh, sorry, I've missed that part because I'm also tired and fucking... Yeah, you said you tried it.
Yeah.
But it was moving a bit too much.
Yes, it was moving about too much, but like it wouldn't get in like the right position.
Yeah.
And then it just like the ones which I had were just too hard.
Mm-hmm.
For in the way of like penetration.
Yeah.
So like they weren't soft dicks or anything like that.
Because they're mechanical, so they're like they need to be hard because the inside of them's got a mechanism that the outside needs to protect. Mm-hmm. So they're not going to be able to like be flexible really.
Yeah.
Aye, we did run into that issue as well, but that's more like a one on reflection rather than at the time, because I only used it that one time.
Yeah.
And then, like...
I think I only used it like once.
Yeah, it was just not worth the fucking 50 quid or whatever it was I spent on it. I was like, well, yeah.
No. Yeah, when I have tried the bullet in like a strap-on or on like a grinder and stuff.
Yeah.
Because you can, you're right.
A lot of them have got a wee hole in the bottom for you to do.
It's alright.
Yeah.
As long as the bullet can actually reach inside the ass.
Aye.
Then it's Gucci.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the ones that you get free or like...
They're not as good.
They're just not as strong. Like because it's only one battery that's in them. You know, they're just no really designed to reach like the type of vibration that's going to travel through like a bigger dildo or whatever.
So when I've got when I'm penetrating somebody, I put the doxy on.
Yeah.
I put the doxy on the dildo or like their cock or something, and like they're like, ooh,
because it's strong enough to travel through.
Exactly. I love my doxy. It's my best friend.
I still need to get one. They're a lot of money.
Yeah, they're about 100 quid.
Yeah. Like, we've got one of the Love Honey's own, like, wands. And it's fine, but it's not as good.
It's rumbly.
It is very rumbly. And, like, it's done as well. We've had it for 6 years or something. It's fine. It's just really bad. Really should get a new one. I've got some Christmas money. So. But, yeah.
Right, hi. No, it's goodbye. Right, this has been Behind the Paddle Podcast, part 1 on Piggy. Wonderful.
Because my God, do we talk.
We really, really do. Oh my God. So, yeah, part 1. Check out all my links. Check out Dark Fans, absolutely. Yeah. Especially if you want to see us in a lovely, sexy lingerie.
I feel like this was a very descriptive episode, and though we did try our best, if you want to see our hand gestures that kind of help things along slightly, Dark Fans is the way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Uncensored Market is
the 7th of June next year.
Yes, I will remember that day at some point.
But we should have some upcoming events coming soon, but we will obviously keep you guys posted as things get planned. As always, we've got a little discount code for you guys. If you use Behind the Paddle at thesanctuaryofsin.com, you'll get a little discount off. And I think that is us. Just, yeah. Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.
Bye.